What up? What's good? I've been making so much money over the last month. I'm progressing, man, and I'm doing it the right way. I've been able to record my entire journey so people know that I'm legit because I wasn't once making $20,000 in weeks. I was making, $500-600 a week, started making $1,200, $1,500, and I built my way up and I scaled it correctly. But obviously that's taken me a long time and developed over an amount of time so you can start to do it yourself. That's just gonna speed up the process for you. I've been going crazy on futures. I'm up over 30 grand in the last 2 weeks on my funded futures. I love this shit. I'm giving you what's going through my brain, what's going on every single time I take a trade to make sure that you can actually make some money. Please don't just trade how I trade because you've subscribed to me. My focus is giving you my ideologies, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing every single trade, not just telling you how to trade my style. This is something that just works for me. Everybody trades completely different ways. So again, just apply what I do to your favorite style and you're gonna be so much better than just copying my strategy. My house is a mess, ha 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 ha, so funny. If you just fell out of the coconut tree, I trade on the 15 second, I trade NQ, and I usually am in with about 2 minis at a time. I love just targeting 10 points, 10 point SL, 10 point TP, just a 1-to-1 in the early beginnings of my day. Then down the line, if I start them up on the day, I'll try and get some, huge trades, just try and get some, big dubs, try to capitalize on it. This is my first time live trading with you guys. You're about to realize why I'm him. I do exactly what we're doing right now live every day in my Discord, and I'm actually upping the price of it at the end of this week. You can get my full mentorship, access to my strategy, a bunch of content, a bunch of recorded lessons from me personally, all these documents for only $50 a month right now. After Sunday, it'll be actually $275. It's such a good community. We got so many people in there now. You will learn and develop more than you ever have before. It's around 12 o'clock right now. I already traded live in the VC this morning, and I did horrible. I was up around 35 points in the day, then I took another loss, then I took another loss, then I took another loss. Pretty much break even on the day. We're jumping in longs right now. And why I think this is a long setup is because, again, we are uptrending very clearly. We just broke this zone I just had on my chart. And also, you can see we're forming some bottom wicks and we're seeing consolidation back down. This is the trade right now. We have a 10 point SL. We're just targeting 10 points so you can get back up to this high. And now I just kind of sit here and just make money. I switched to my funded futures recently and passed like 250K accounts. I have one of them to 75,000 right now, and the other one I'm up like 3,000. The key for me on past accounts is I don't really connect them until I see that I have enough drawdown. Where on this account where I have $25,000 worth of drawdown, I'm okay with copy trading it, but now I have to get that other one to this area, which is going to take some time. But you can see we're kind of chopping, but this does look good for a continuation. We are continuing to make higher lows and we're pushing this trend up. Hopefully we do see a move up. It'd be kind of anticlimactic to do all this and take a loss, but it's okay. We had NVIDIA earnings come out yesterday, which came out bearish, but the market has been moving surprisingly well today. We were a tick away from getting stopped. But when you trade with a certain setup, like I said, I usually just do 10 point TP, 10 point SL. I know exactly how much I'm going to make or lose every single trade. So I'm not clicking that button unless I know how much I'm losing. There's no time when I'm just caught with a, right hook out of nowhere. I'm down $1,000. I never lose more than $400 per trade. We just validated buyers in this supply zone. So now we are looking to push up. We're about to hit 10 points. There we go. Just got filled. Let's break this down. We obviously have a bullish uptrend. Notice how we're getting these pullbacks to these areas, and we just caught another one of them. I'm going to take another shot of longs right here as I'm explaining this to you, and I will continue to tell you. The thing I love about the 15 second is because it's so easy for me to find buyers or sellers in a spot. See, we're making bottom wicks here. I know we're going to catch 10 points here. I'm checking the boxes every trade I take. Bullish uptrend, bottom wicks. We're seeing a pullback to this area, which was just previously our high. And it took a second, but buyers stepped up, and now we're back at break even with some strength. Hopefully we can push up and catch another 10 points. The key to this comes down to reading price action, and it's very simple once you have the experience, but it's going to take you a long time to be comfortable reading it. I don't trade with any indicators or anything other than an AEMA. I'm just looking at a plain chart. You can see we're actually rejecting this high, which isn't good, but we'll see if buyers can continue to hold. Again, we're banking on this trend continuing because I'm one to always trade with the trend. That's my first check every time I take a trade. Trade with the trend because, again, I'm a little fish in this market. I have no control over what price is going to do. My odds are seeing a continuation rather than a reversal. My trades don't usually take this long, but it is the afternoon session, so volume is a little bit lower. This is where we play Brawl Stars and just kick back, bro. Look at this bottom wick. We're about to hit 10 points just like that. 10 points hit, bitch. So both those trades, what did I do? Obviously, the bullish uptrend, we just broke one of my supply zones, which means this now turns into a demand zone, which means buyers should be in this area. We ended up coming back. You see prices climbing, retest the CMA, continues up, retest the CMA, continues up, retest the CMA, continues up. Then we jump in at the next retest and you see price does fall. I got very lucky, I will say. Price came back up. We caught 10 points. It does it once again. We see another buying pressure, more bottom wicks in this area. And again, we jumped in for a 10-point scalp one more time, got 10 points, and luckily we got out at a good time. And this is shorts right here. And I'll just explain to you in a minute. Just let's let this cook real quick. This is a 5-point SL on this trade. SL is above this high right here. This candle right here shows me that sellers are prominent in the area and they are obviously rejecting the buyers. Understand what this candle represents. represents. The trend now switched to bearish. Buyers tried to push up, sellers push it back down, and then once again we see right here we create a little hammer that represents buyers trying to buy up. We actually sold it back down and sold even lower, signifying that 1, this EMA is strong, 2, the bearish trend is looking to continue. And you can see once again we had another wick. It looks very good for shorts. Another wick. I'd really be freaking out if I didn't hit 10 points here. Look at that rejection once again. Buyers seem to be holding this low very well. We might get stopped out, but remember, this is only a 5-point loss. I'm very comfortable with losing this trade. We move on. And I'm in shorts right there. 4-point SL on these. Let's see if we can get 10 points. Looks very good. There we go. There's 10 points. I'm out. I took that trade because we broke this initial trend right here. You can see we broke that EMA with some strength. And then we started to consolidate, and I saw 2 top wicks in a row. That just shows that sellers are prominent in this lower area. Jumped in right there, SL above those wicks, which is like 4 points, and then we just caught 10 off that, which is amazing. All right, we're in shorts right here. This just looks really good for a drop back down. Yes, these candles are green, but that does not always mean that these candles are actually bullish. This is just signifying that we are trending up, but there's not enough sellers to actually push it down just yet. Wow, holy shit. Let me explain myself. Okay, so we obviously had the big downtrend right here, and you can see price started to scale back up. But the problem is that there are buyers, but these candles aren't actually green. These candles are just showing that there are buyers present, but there's not enough to actually push this even higher. So what ends up happening is we consolidate back to this EMA, and then we actually don't have enough buyers present. So once we hit it, we reject off of it and we continue down just like this. And I'm just going to close this out right here because I'm done talking. I'm done. That's really it. I'm done. Not my best day ever, but again, I'm just being consistent. I'm seeing some good moves. I love the premeditation of everything. Looking at something, having a setup, and just going forward and seeing it work out. It's the best thing ever. Understand that what I do, I see how fast I am. I'm very reactive to the candlesticks that are being printed out. I love just being able to identify everything that's happening right as it happens. I get into every close that I see, and when it happens, I catch good moves and I catch 10 points, and I just end my day right there. Biggest thing I can tell you to do is just be happy, have passion for this, have passion to learn this, because you have to enjoy this. This is something that's very boring. It's very in-depth. And obviously there's a giant skill gap. So if you can enjoy the process of getting better, losing, learning from your losses, and actually taking control of your situation and doing the most with it, you're going to make more money than you ever have. I promise that. Stay safe, and hopefully you enjoy this, and just try and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100K. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but who knows? I love you.